Mom? Hey, where did you go? Right now, Dad is looking all over for you.
Huh? Is this you, Ed? Are you using your dad's phone again to try and text me?
Well, Mom, I don't have a phone of my own to text you from, so I had to take his.
And a boy in 5th grade doesn't need to have a smartphone at his age, right?
I know that, but Dad told me that when I needed to talk with someone else in the family while they are out, I could use his phone and text. Also, Dad had a small accident with his hand, right? And so he can't use his hand to text you right now.
Yeah. I knew that man was going to care more about you than anyone else. But if he really wants to spoil someone, he's better off doing that with my daughter, who looks just like me, since she is definitely the better looking one of you two.
You're talking about Avery, right?
Yes, that's right. You already know that I'm in love with all things that are both cute and beautiful. And that's why I'm only in love with your cute older sister, Avery.
Mom?
Just a second ago, you had asked me where I am right now, right? Well, I'm at the airport right now.
The airport?
I'm going to be taking your sister to France with me, and she's going to become a supermodel with the help of her mom.
She's going to become a supermodel in France?
I'm going to take her to Paris with me, and we'll find her a modeling agency who will take great care of her. And you are far too ugly to be a kid of my own, so I won't be needing you anymore. Well, you only ever ended up as a kid of mine because your dad brought you along with him in the marriage, so I don't even have to call you a part of my family anymore. So please don't think anything bad of this, okay?
Dad is asking, have you filed out any divorce paperwork yet?
Tell him that the paperwork is sitting on the coffee table in the living room.
Alright. Well then that's fine with me, is what he said.
Huh?
Well, Dad just said that about you a second ago, but I feel the same way about you as well now. Have fun in France, Mom. Bye-bye.
Hello, Ed? This is your phone number, right, Ed?
And who am I speaking to right now?
This is your mom, Andrea.
What?
I've heard about how you've been doing so well for yourself, Ed. So now you can look up to me as your mom since I was able to get you to this point, and I can feel good about myself again as well.
I'm sorry to say this, but I don't believe I'm speaking with my mom right now.
Well, it has been 10 years since we last met, and I'm sure my number is different from the one I had back in those days. But look, I'm your mom. And if you're wondering how I got your number, I was able to get it from your aunt. Your aunt was kind enough to tell me that you're getting into the showbiz yourself there, huh? And that you'll be going into Hollywood for your debut, right?
That freaking dog. She's really gone and done it now.
Hey, come on now. You should not be speaking about your aunt in that manner, okay? It's because of her that I'm finally able to talk to you again, and you can finally speak with your mother once more. I bet you're so happy to finally hear from your mom again after 10 long years of waiting, right?
But I already told you, this is not my mom's number that I'm currently speaking to. Also know that she has only one phone and she's never told me nor anyone else that she has another. So tell me, what the hell do you want?
Come on, Ed. You don't have to give me such a cold shoulder. I know it's been a long time since you've heard from me, but you should still know how to talk to your own mother, right?
Look, can you quit it with all that BS?
Huh?
Are you kidding me? Can you not tell by the way I'm talking to you right now that I don't see you as my mother anymore and that I never want to again?
Huh?
You and that girl of yours, both Dad and I don't care about you guys. And all you do is bring back our bad memories by talking to me again. So go the hell away. And never try texting or calling me again.
Ed! This drama that I'm watching right now. I can tell just by looking at your face that you're the one playing the rival to the main character, right? I saw your name in the opening credits, and that face of yours is the same as when you were back in 5th grade. I totally get it now. Back in the day, you were a bit of an ugly duckling, but now that you've grown into a young adult, I have to say that you are one handsome-looking gentleman. Amazing. So you really are my son after all.
Ugh. You're texting me again?
Hey! Do you really think that's the right way to talk to your own mother? It's not. So you'd better start talking to me in a polite manner from now on.
You're not my mom. And that is why I'm talking to you like the annoyance you really are.
All right already, all right. I get it that it's because of me that you've become this amazing little actor. It's because of all that wishing and praying that I did to have a child of mine turn into an actor that you've become such an amazing person, right?
Seriously?
And compared to you, your older sister Avery, well, let's just say she's not doing as great.
What's happened to Avery?
Well, her and I are coming back to the States soon.
Weren't you and her trying your hardest to get her to become a supermodel or something?
Well, that didn't ever really turn into anything more than just a dream. I thought for sure that since she's a natural beauty, she'd be able to make it in one of those agencies over there, but of course, those French have a different idea of who's beautiful or not. So in the end, any agency we went to never gave her a chance to model, and any private work she tried never ended up being scouted. And what's worse is after failure, she began to eat a lot more bread and stuff to fight the stress. And let's just say she's gained a few pounds. Really, she's no longer a beauty whatsoever, but rather the definition of an obese person. Seriously, I cannot use her at all now. But this is why, to me, you were the perfect son any mother could ever ask for. My prayers were finally heard, and you turned into the most handsome-looking young man imaginable.
Well, I didn't get this far because of you.
Huh?
The only reason I've become an actor is because I wanted to become one, so I put in the effort to get to where I am now. To tell you the truth, it's supposed to be the manager's job to be here with me to help me diet and make sure I stay up to date on roles, right? Well, you haven't been here for me these past 10 years, nor have you ever been my manager, so screw you.
Huh?
Also, people don't just make it in a modeling or acting business by looking good.
Ed!
You have to be able to act as well, whether it's on stage or in the studio. And you have to be able to work to become the character you want to be, which takes weeks to perfect.
Wait a minute.
So you have no right coming to me acting as though you've put any work or care into me? Therefore, please, for God's sake, just leave me the hell alone so that you don't cause me any headaches anymore. Seriously, stop talking to me. I'm not messing around right now.
Seriously, Ed? Don't you think you're going a little too far with all this after having blocked your own mother's number now?
Are you kidding me?
I had my phone number changed so that I could get in touch with you again.
I told you already, stop trying to get in touch with me anymore.
Oh my. Well, why would I ever want to stop talking to my son? Are you really sure you want me to stay away from you even longer than I already have? I plan to become your manager soon so that you can become even more famous.
What?
You don't have to try and keep me at bay anymore. I promise that I'll do everything in my power to make sure you get as many roles as you'd like. And if you're worried about me having any experience, just know that I've been the manager for Avery for the past 10 years, and I did a wonderful job at it.
By wonderful, do you mean you failed her on multiple occasions, and that's why you're back?
Huh?
As from what you've told me, You didn't take Avery anywhere as her manager, and only led her to becoming fat and sad about her life. You told me that yourself the last time we chatted about her.
Well, that was something else. It had nothing to do with me as her manager, rather do with her way of thinking. She didn't have the drive she needed to become a supermodel, and that's why things didn't work out for her. But you're different. I know that with my help, I can take you to the top.
Well, I'm already on my way there.
Huh?
My manager happens to be one of the most well-known in the Hollywood world, and she also happens to be my mom.
Your mom? Ah, right. So this is your way of saying that you want me to be your manager, right? Understood, Eddie. I'll make sure to make you huge in Hollywood, and make sure that you and I never have to worry about falling out of the spotlight ever again.
Wrong. I'm talking about how I already have a manager and mother, and she's not you.
What? What do you mean by that?
My dad happened to get remarried about 8 years ago.
Huh?
And not only did Dad end up getting remarried, but he did so with a woman who he ended up having a baby girl with, and she has the most beautiful face and figure. But, unlike you, she's not the kind of person to only care about those that are attractive looking, and is willing to love everyone in her family very much. And so because of her warmth, I've been able to forget about the cold past that I had with you as my mother, and can now live a new life as a successful man.
That man, he got remarried to a new woman? And not just that, but had a girl with her?
And that's why I've been saying that you're not my mother this whole time. It's been 10 years since you left Dad and I, so I have zero clue why you're back here now trying to talk to me like you ever cared about my family. But if you really think that you have any chance of getting back into this family as my dad's wife, then you're strictly mistaken, as there's zero chance of that happening now.
What?
That's what I thought.
I have no other choice right now. 10 years ago, my dad, who was a very wealthy person, passed away. And of course, after his death, I received a lot of that money in his will from him. And when that money came to me, I thought it would be the perfect chance for me to get my daughter to become a famous model. And that's why I took her with me to France and started to make her model.
I see. So that's what Dad was explaining to me about after you left us?
During the first year, I was never able to land her any modeling gigs, and so I just thought that was a part of the industry. And since she didn't have a name for herself yet, I decided it would be better for the two of us to start conforming to life there first before getting into modeling. But then it was 2 years, and then 3 years, and time just kept on going without us ever seeing any real work come for us. And during that time, Avery graduated from an international high school there. That was the moment I thought she'd really put all her time into modeling without the need to study, but I was wrong. But then I started to really have a closer look at her, and it appeared to me she already gave up. And the food there had gotten the best of her. She was no longer the beautiful young woman I pictured her as, rather a model for some weight loss ad. And it wasn't just that. I noticed that a lot of the money from my father had dwindled away, and so I had to make the choice to bring us back to the U.S.
What?
The house that your sister and I had been planning on living in is no longer there for us. And so right now, we don't have a place to go home to.
Right. Currently, your mom is in an elderly home, spending the last couple of years of her life being cared for by the nurses there.
What?
I heard from her that she used the money left over by her husband and the money from the house when she sold it to get into a really nice home where there are all sorts of amenities for her.
You're kidding. So that means there really is no place for us to go?
And that's not all, actually. You ended up taking your daughter away with you to another country, even though she never really wanted to. And while there, You used up not only your own money that you received from your late dad, but also the money that was supposed to be left for her. There were apparently a few other people that were supposed to get the money from your late father, who never did because of you.
What are you talking about? Where is my mom right now?
I have no clue where she chose to go, besides that it's good for her.
What?
So far, everything I've been telling you has been okay to tell you, as the other parties involved don't seem to mind you knowing. But even if I did know more about your mom, I wouldn't tell you as she never gave me the permission to.
Hold on a second. If you're not going to tell us where she is, how are Avery and I going to live?
Think about that one yourself, Andrea.
Huh?
There's another thing. As for that aunt of mine that ended up causing you to learn about my current situation in the first place, the whole family has stopped talking to her. So if you're trying to go for her for more information regarding me, you won't learn anything more than you already know.
Huh?
Now, I have to get ready to head into the studio for another session of takes, so I'll be going now.
Huh? Wait a second, Ed.
I'm blocking you again.
Right now I'm stuck in a cheap motel with Avery and we don't have much money left to keep us here. When it's all gone, we'll have to move into the streets. Hey, I'm only asking you this one time to please give me a place to live, just for a little bit. Ed!
There was one last thing that I never ended up explaining to Andrea, and it all had to do with the information that was left over regarding her late father's money and assets, and who they all went to. On that sheet of paper, she could probably take a closer look at it and learn where her mother ran off to, had she just taken the time to do so. Of course, Andrea or Avery could still think of that as an option and take a look for themselves, but I was never gonna recommend that to her, as I just don't care about either of them. So whatever happens next with those three will be left unknown to me. And a couple days later, Andrea and Avery both appeared to have figured out where I was currently working in Hollywood and came to find me. But of course I told security of this, and they made sure to stay on the lookout for these two. And when they were spotted around the studio, security called the police, who then came and grabbed the two of them, where they later found some information on distant relatives of them who they ended up calling to come get them. And within a day, a black minivan pulled up outside the police station to pick those two up, and then they were gone for good. My dad later called me to tell me that distant relative was Andrea's younger sister, who ended up taking those two into her company to work for her, day and night, for the rest of their lives. It was such a relief to learn that Andrea and Avery could no longer touch any of us anymore, and ever since then, I've been able to live in peace. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Anna, I'm sorry about the other day. Are you feeling okay? Did you catch a cold? Mom, I'm fine. I was only out for an hour or so. I'm perfectly healthy. That's nice to hear. I can't believe I locked the door as a mistake. Max never noticed, too. I can't believe he left his wife out in the cold. Don't try to act like you didn't know. I actually texted Max that I was locked out, and I assume you also knew? Huh? What are you talking about? You were the one who told me to go shopping for groceries. I even rang the doorbell. I think anyone would notice with that sound. Oh, you knew that I was pranking you? Don't be mad, Anna. It's just a prank. You always prank me. And I ask you every time to stop. but you never stop. Have you asked Max to stop? He also pranks you all the time. I know, so I've also asked Max to stop multiple times. You've told him to stop, and did he accept your request? A while ago, he pranked me to fill in the divorce papers, and I still have that in my drawer. I told him that I'll divorce him if he ever pranked me again. Really? I can't believe you did that, Anna. I bet he was really surprised. But he still pranks me, so I'm not sure if my threat worked. Let's get back to what we were talking about. I wanted to ask you to stop pranking me, Mom. I know you're really close with Max, but please stop pranking me with him. It's not funny. I'm sorry, it's really fun to prank you. For me, Max is more like my friend rather than my son. It's been a while since we pranked you, so I got a bit excited yesterday. I'm really sorry, Anna. You say sorry all the time, but you keep repeating your mistakes. Do you really feel sorry? Of course, you're my lovely daughter-in-law. I think of you as my real daughter. Okay, I'll forgive you this time. That's great. I knew you would forgive me. You always seem angry at first, but you eventually forgive me, laughing it off as a joke. Yeah, I guess. You really are a good match for Max. I'm so proud of my son for getting such a nice wife. Oh, Max always tells me how lucky he is to have a kind wife like you. I'm glad to hear that. If you can stop pranking me in the future, I'll forget about what you did to me yesterday. I hope you understand. Yes, I understand. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you something. Did Max tell you about the family trip? Yes, he told me about it the other day, but he told me that the details aren't decided yet. I'm glad you know about our family trip. I'll let you know the details later. Make sure to get ready for our trip, okay? Okay, I'll be waiting for the information. My husband and I are looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fantastic family trip. See you soon, Anna. Anna, we've decided when we're going on our family trip. That's nice. Where are we going? We're planning to go to a nice resort in another state. I'll send the details to Max later, but I'm gonna keep the exact destination a secret. You'll find out once we arrive. I knew you wouldn't tell me. Well, I do like surprises, so I'll look forward to it. It's definitely better than the usual pranks. Right? You'll love the resort, Anna. We're going on our family trip at the end of this month. Make sure to start getting ready. Okay. It's been a while since I've been on a trip, so I'm pretty excited, to be honest. I'm glad you're excited. I called Max today to tell him about the details. He seemed really excited about it, too. He said he's going to make it a memorable family trip. I hope the trip is going to be memorable in a good way. If Max comes up with something weird, please stop him, Mom. I can't bear it if he keeps on pranking me while I'm on the trip. Oh, Anna, why are you so nervous? We won't do anything weird. We're just gonna have fun. We're not that immature. I'll be trusting you. I don't want to get angry during the family trip. But I know you actually enjoy it, Anna. Enjoy what? Enjoy being pranked by me and Max. You're having fun too, aren't you? If I'm really having fun, why would I get angry at you? Well, I thought being angry was part of your enjoyment. We like seeing you getting angry. That's why we love pranking you. I see. But let me be honest with you. I'm not having fun at all. You're misunderstanding everything, so I really hope you stop these childish pranks. Okay, you're definitely kidding. I know you're hiding your honest feelings, but that makes you even more adorable. I don't think this conversation is taking us anywhere, so just to make sure, we're leaving for our family trip at the end of this month. Are you going to reserve the hotels for us as well? Of course! There's nothing you have to worry about. I told Max about this, but the only thing you have to do is to come and pick us up on the day we're leaving for the trip. It's gonna be so much fun. Let's make it a memorable trip for all of us. Hello, Mom. Did Max already come to pick you up? Max? Yes, he came to pick us up a while ago. Is there anything wrong? That's nice to hear. I've been calling him for the past few hours, but he's not answering my calls. I guess he's too busy thinking about the trip. He already picked us up, so there's nothing to worry about. Are you on your way to pick me up? I was worried because it's taking you some time to get here. I'm ready to leave as soon as you come pick me up. What do you mean you're ready? What are you talking about? Huh? Max went to pick you up first because I wasn't ready to leave yet when he left for your house. He was supposed to come and pick me up after you join him. That's what he told me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot about you. Huh? You forgot about me? I thought this was a family trip. My blood-related family is here with me. You're my daughter-in-law, right? My family used to be just my husband and Max, so I forgot about you. Are you serious? I apologize we left you behind, Anna. I really want to go and pick you up, but we're already at the airport. Okay. I'm sorry we misunderstood. I'll get you some souvenirs, so don't be angry. It's okay. I'm not your family anymore. Have fun on your family trip. Don't be sulky. Are you trying to get revenge on me by making a joke? If so, that wasn't a good joke. No, I'm serious. I'm not your family anymore. I'm out. I have the divorce papers with Max's signature. Didn't I tell you this before? I'll turn that into officially get divorced. Are you serious? I don't make jokes like you always do. I'll be on my way to turn them in. Goodbye. Wait a minute! It's a lie! We're not at the airport! We wanted to prank you, just like usual! We'll go and pick you up right now! Oh, you don't have to. I can't bear your immature pranks anymore. I think this is a good opportunity. Anna, calm down! This prank was a bit too much. We're really sorry. We regret pranking you like this. Please forgive us. I don't think it matters at this point. I'm on my way to turn in the divorce papers. I have a lot of things to do, so I don't have any time for you. Anna, wait! Anna, please take my calls! Anna! Anna, where are you now? We're here to pick you up. Join us on our family trip as planned, will you? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back at my parents' house now. I already divorced Max, so there's no reason for me to stay at his house. I'm never going back there. Divorce? Don't be ridiculous. I don't believe you already turned in the divorce papers. Let us apologize, and let's end this like always, laughing it off as a joke. We'll all forget about this prank. It's too late. I've already turned in the divorce papers. We're officially divorced. You have to be kidding. You don't have to lie. Let us apologize to you. No, I'm serious. I think you'll receive a letter after the divorce papers are officially accepted. I made many memories being your daughter-in-law, mostly bad ones. Stop making up stupid stories. We're really sorry about pranking you, but it's just a prank, Anna. You don't have to get a divorce. Let's just laugh it off like usual. Laugh it off? I bet you all can, but I can't. Why? You always forgave us in the end. No, I never did. I was always trying my best to keep my calm. It's only been a year since I got married to Max, so I thought I had to make some adjustments too, but I realized that it wasn't necessary. I thought you knew we were never serious about it. We were just trying to have fun, Anna. Max even filled in the divorce papers as a prank. My mother-in-law locked me out of the house as a prank. And you both forgot to take me on the family trip. What's funny about all of this? Do you think I ever enjoyed it? Reflecting back, I think it might have been a bit too much. But it was our way of expressing love and adoring you. If we hurt your feelings, we're very sorry. Why should I forgive you just because you were never serious? It doesn't change the fact that I felt ridiculed and made fun of. What kind of joke is this? It's not funny at all. Can't you take this more seriously? But Max really regrets everything he did to you. He never wanted to divorce you. I hope you can be more sympathetic. You're his wife. You both were never sympathetic to me. Well, we'll try to be more considerate from now on. If you really don't like being pranked, we promise to stop. Come on, forgive us, Anna. You're really clueless. Do you understand how selfish you're being right now? Are you aware of your own selfishness? Did you just call me selfish? I'm apologizing to you. How is that selfish? How many times have I asked you to stop pranking me? How many times have I told you that I don't like being pranked? And did you ever listen to what I told you? How can I trust someone who never learns from her mistakes? Anna, I think you're being too harsh on me. You're being rude to your mother-in-law. We're both sorry about pranking you, but you keep on blaming me. I don't think that's acceptable behavior as a daughter-in-law. So that's what you think of me? You're not really feeling sorry, are you? If you really regret what you did to me, you won't be telling me this. It's because you keep on complaining. And I'm telling you that our pranks were our way of expressing love to you. It's our way of communication. Do you understand? So are you trying to tell me that you're gonna keep hurting my feelings because you're having fun? And to accept your pranks because it's your way to express love? You're telling me that you won't be listening to what I say and that you'll never accept our divorce? You want me to forgive you because there's basically nothing I can do as the daughter-in-law? Anna, you're overreacting. You're being too sensitive. No, I just summarized what you told me. How about you take a look at what you texted me? I think you'll be able to understand better. Stop making fun of me. I've been treating you like my real daughter, Anna. But look at what you've done to us. You decided to get a divorce just because of a prank? How narrow-minded can you be? I'll never be more narrow-minded than you. Let's end our conversation here. I'll be asking for compensation money, so please make sure you're prepared to pay. Wait a minute. Compensation? Who's paying for it? You and Max will be paying, of course. I have every single one of your pranks noted down. You'll have to pay for compensation considering the pain you caused me with these pranks. I never knew you were keeping track of the pranks. I won't be paying for compensation, never. You have no choice. Blame your past self. If you have anything else to say, talk with my lawyer about it. Wait a minute, Anna! Why are you overreacting to a single prank? It doesn't make sense. For you, it might be just a prank, but it's definitely more than that. This is unfair. We're being wrongfully accused. We're just living an ordinary life. I bet you both aren't aware of how you lack common sense. I think you should reflect on your own actions. His new wife might not be as patient as me. Well, I doubt he can ever find a new wife. As I told her in the conversation, I charged them for compensation money. I had proof for their immature pranks, so it was easy to charge them. They refused until the last minute, but I think they learned an important lesson throughout this experience. My father-in-law was not exactly involved in the pranks, but he is definitely to be blamed for turning a blind eye. I hope he also learned his lesson not to ignore the family problems as well. After I divorced Max, I'm enjoying my single lifestyle, living stress-free. I regret not divorcing him earlier because there was no point trying to adjust their lifestyle. I will never get involved with someone like them in the future. This is a promise I made to myself. The only thing I benefited from this marriage was that I was able to realize that some people simply did not have common sense.